sports.
It'll be played back again. Dozark waiting, and a pass now in front. They score! It's Keegan Kitts. He wins it in overtime, and the Capitals get third place.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Oahe Capitals are brought to you by Xander Auto Parts, Leisure Palace, Wagner Auto, AGE, Weatherall, The American, May Adam, Pizza Ranch, Faith Lutheran Church, and Hermanson Orthodontics.
Beam will hold on to that puck, and that will take us to the end of the hockey game. And Jackson Youngworth has his third shutout in as many starts. And the Capitals win it 7-0.
Oahe Capitals hockey is also brought to you by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota. The South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. State Farm Insurance Becky Potsuba Agency. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. And First United Methodist Church.
And here is now Jaron Beck back in the offensive zone. Backdoor feed, Dodson! He scores! We are tied! Jaron Beck gets the backdoor feed, and Devin Dodson tips it in. And we're tied at 2.
Oahe Capitals hockey is also brought to you by River Bottom Sanitation, The Clubhouse Inn and Suites, Venture Communications, Kathy Sunshine Properties, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Comtech, and Beck Motors.
Bouncing puck at the blue line. Great job by Aiden Beam to hold the zone. On his backhand, he'll play to the corner. Beam still with it. Centering pass. Rebound, they score! It might have been hit in out of midair by Dylan Dodson. His 9th goal of the season. The Capitals have tied it up 2-2 with 6:24 to go.
And now to the booth for the award-winning call with the voice of the Capitals, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you back to the Expo Center for our final game of the weekend, final game of the calendar year 2024 as the Oahe Capitals and Huron All-Stars battle at the Expo Center. It's been a 4-0 weekend to this point for both the girls and boys varsity, looking for that 5-0 weekend as we had last weekend. The Capital girls went 3-0, beating Rushmore on Friday, beat Watertown yesterday and earlier today in the morning. And now the Capitals, who got a win yesterday against Brandon Valley Ice Cats, will look for a weekend sweep and knock off the Huron All-Stars after a 5-2 win yesterday for the Oahe Capitals over Brandon Valley. A big third period for the Capitals. Keegan Kitts, Triton Parmley, and Logan Anderson all scored in that third period, and the Caps needed that win. One, you got to beat those teams below you in the standings, and two, with the way the league is looking like as it's starting to take shape a little bit as we head towards 2025. You can't drop any of those games to those teams that are below you. There's not going to be as many points up for grabs. There will be a lot of points up for grabs, but you got to go take care of those top teams. The top 4 or 5 have kind of separated themselves right now, and it's going to be tougher and tougher as the year goes on. But the Capitals looked a lot better in that third period and the final stretch of that third period to get that 5-2 win. They're looking to take on this Huron team this afternoon. On the same side of things, the Huron All-Stars are 0-6-0-1, and they have an overtime loss to Yankton, where they end up with a 5-4 loss in overtime down in Yankton last weekend. The Huron All-Stars, who have struggled to score goals, played really well against the Yankton Bucks. Obviously, the Capitals, if you remember back at the beginning of the season, the Caps were shut out 6-0 and end up losing 5-2 to the Yankton Bucks in those 2 games. So that also leads to the Capitals. You can't take this game for granted. You can't take and say, well, the Huron All-Stars the last couple of years haven't won a lot of games, so we're just going to show up and win a hockey game. You got to play well in this game. Can't take it for granted, because Huron, whether it was Huron playing really well or Yankton overlooking them, it was still an overtime game for the Huron All-Stars, and that, I wouldn't say causes concern, but helps you keep focused. I think that was probably the best thing that happened for the Capitals, is that Huron didn't win that game, but they also went to overtime, got a point, and it easy for the coaches to talk about now. Coach Landon Badger, will talk with him here in just a moment. It's easy to say, hey, we can't just assume we're going to win. Look what happened. They almost beat Yankton in overtime in Yankton. We can't expect to come in here and just win by coming in and showing up. We've got to play our game. We've got to play Hawaii Capitals-style hockey to pick up a win this afternoon against the Huron All-Stars. This is the final game of 2024 for the Caps. They will pick back up in the first weekend of January on that Saturday and Sunday, where they will take on Sioux Falls West and East Saturday and Sunday. The Caps are looking to head into the new year with a 4-3 record and get over 500 after starting out 0-3, looking to go to 4-3 going into 2025. We'll hear from Coach Landon Badger on the way next. The pregame show continues. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The holidays are here, and it's time to give the gift of relaxation. Hi, it's Jason. This Christmas, surprise your loved ones with something they'll truly enjoy from Leisure Palace. From hot springs, caldera, and free-flow spas to cozy infrared saunas, Olhausen pool tables for family fun, and Oriflame fire tables that warm every outdoor gathering. With guaranteed lowest prices and over 35 years of experience, give the gift of wellness, warmth, and togetherness this Christmas. Visit Leisure Palace today, stop by 400 West Sioux, or visit us online at leisurePalace.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Gear up for an exhilarating winter season with Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer and proud supporter of sports in our community. Whether you're hitting the rink or hitting the road, trust Chevy's lineup of dependable vehicles to take you there in style. We are here for all your automotive needs. Stop by our showroom at 1905 North Garfield in Pierre or explore our inventory online at www.beck-motors.com. Proudly serving our community for 55 years. We're making a great deal better. Beck Motor Company, Pierre, 605-224-5912.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is head coach Landon Badger, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Join me as Coach Landon Badger as the Hawaii Capitals take on the Huron All-Stars this afternoon. Coach, second game this weekend, looking to go to 2-0, looking to get a 4-3 going into that the break next weekend and into 2025. But a big win yesterday. Now, we talked about it in the postgame show, but kind of close to 24 hours later, the biggest takeaway from that game.
You know, like I kind of stressed last night, was just that we kind of started to finally develop as a team and work as an entire group versus just individual skill. And we look to hone into that again today, kind of spread the puck out all the way throughout every part of the ice. We keep kind of talking about covering multiple lanes coming into the offensive zone, our neutral zone, and our defensive work. And we kind of focus on that again today, and hopefully we can come out with another win and get ourselves back to a winning record here.
Well, and the Huron All-Stars, the team we talked about yesterday too, but they took Yankton overtime last weekend and ended up losing that game. But what do you expect from this Huron team today?
what we always expect from Huron, no matter how talented they can be or wherever they are for talent level, they're always competitive. And we saw that with the Yankton game. I mean, they take them to overtime. We didn't have the greatest outcomes with Yankton this year, but we know that every game that Huron gets into, they always try to make it competitive. And we know that's the case today, and we've just got to go out and stick to our system, stick to the trust with our teammates and our coaches and ourselves, and we should be able to be successful.
You mentioned the ability for the guys to play as a team and to be able to have that scoring spread out, because in the first couple weekends, Keegan and Dylan had those goals scored, and not a couple guys on the defensive side, but seeing these forwards start to kind of step up and score some goals, get some assists, get points on the board, how crucial is that before you get to 2025?
It's really crucial. I mean, we talk about it all the time. When you get to postseason of any sport, whether it's you're watching college, pro sport, it's not always just your top guys that you can rely on. And for the first few weeks, that's kind of what we were looking at. It was, how's Dylan, how's Keegan going to do? How are they going to develop some of our younger guys? And for the first few weeks, that's all we were really getting for a result. As this seasons went on, and we played Sioux Center last weekend, and this weekend with Brandon Valley, and then going into Huron today, we're looking for those younger guys to step up, and we're starting to see that. And sometimes it does take that leadership to kind of get us going and spark things, but now we're kind of starting to trust everybody on the ice, and that's what we look for.
You're not unusual to a 2-game weekend or a 3-game weekend, but in a second game of the weekend, and obviously also not having any games next weekend, how crucial is a good start here this afternoon to get on the board early on and get those guys their feet moving right away?
Well, two things with it. You talk about we don't have any games next weekend, so you got to go and leave it all out on the ice. And the second aspect of it, you have already played one game this weekend, and so we talk about your initial times out on the ice is the most important. You send a statement early on, and then you just start to play good competitive hockey as the game goes on.
Special teams, obviously in the last couple games haven't necessarily been necessary to win, but what have you liked, and what needs to be better about the special teams so far this year?
The thing that we look at with our special teams is we're not going out there trying to just put as much talent as possible to make something happen. We're looking for guys to start to connect with each other and find open lanes, find open back doors, things like that, and make options happen. And our guys are starting to do a good job of actually moving their feet and getting into different positions. We talk about kind of a set structure for how you want to start with your special teams and where you want to be kind of planted, but then as the power play goes on, you create it by actually moving around as a whole team, and we're starting to get to see that, and we're starting to see kids get a little more comfortable with each other there.
And overall, biggest key for a win today?
Tack it on early. We tack it on early, we should be able to send our statement, and hopefully we can get Huron down on themselves kind of early and keep just tacking on the pressure as the second and third period goes on.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
As head coach Layden Badger of the Oahe Capitals, back with more of the pregame show after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hockey season is here, and American by Wyndham Fort Pierre Conference Center is proud to support our hometown heroes, the Oahe Capitals. Whether you're traveling to cheer on the team or just need a cozy place to unwind, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. From game nights to restful mornings, we're rooting for you. Stop by at 312 Island Drive, Fort Pierre. Go Capitals! American by Wyndham, where comfort meets community. Call 605-223-2358 to book your stay today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. Plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre, or visit their website at comtechplus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Bridger Babcock, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Oahe Capitals here on All-Stars coming up here in just a couple of extra minutes before we get rolling here this afternoon. Jackson Youngworth will be in net. He's now got 3 wins in the season, celebrating a birthday today for Jackson Youngworth, and he'll be looking for his 4th win of the season. Did get a shutout last Saturday in the second game against the Sioux Center Storm, as the Caps will be looking for their 4th straight win on the season. As then on the other side, the Huron All-Stars have had their one goalie, Jack Bales, playing every single game so far. He has played in all 6 games. I make that now 7 games that he has played in all 7 games. No wins so far for the goalie and Jack Bales, as they are 0-6. I make that 0-5, 0-6, 0-1. With the website kind of gets me all over the place with those with these games. But the Huron All-Stars with Jack Bales, he's got a 5.68 goals against average and 860 save percentage so far in the season, as Caleb Rashad has actually played in his first game. He did start that game, so Bales did play haven't played in every game so far, but Caleb Rashad got some time yesterday, got the start. He has given up those 4 goals and that 10.59 goals against average for Rashad after Jack Bales. They gave him the almost started to give him the night off, but did not actually end up getting the night off. The other side for Youngworth, to mention his stats, he's now down to a 3.74 goals against average, an 854 save percentage. He is 3-3 on the season. He has started all 6 games, and this will be his 7th game. Scores from around the state before we get rolling. Aberdeen is leading Sioux Falls West 3-1, as Derek Holland has scored twice for Aberdeen. Drake Rourke has also scored for the Cougars. Jackson Brewer has scored for Sioux Falls West. The other game that is a final, Sioux Falls East beat Sioux Center. That is a 10-0 win. So Sioux Falls West is undefeated right now at 6-0, but they're down 3-1 in the second period. Sioux Falls East moves to 7-2 as Sioux Center drops to 0-10, a 10-0 win for Sioux Falls East over Sioux Center. The other matchups in the girls varsity hockey, of course, the Oahe Capitals got a 4-2 win. Bradley Kafka picked up a hat trick. Aubrey Stewart had the other goal. Harper Hendricks scored both for Watertown, but that was after it was a 4-0 lead for the Capitals earlier today, as they end up winning that game 4-2. The other final scores, Aberdeen beat Sioux Center. They swept the 3-game weekend over Sioux Center, as they went 8-1, winning 8-1, as Aberdeen is now 6-0. Brookings at 6-3 after their win against Mitchell. 5-0 win earlier today for the Brookings Rangers, as they had 5 different goal scorers in that win and the shutout win over the Mitchell Marlins. So those are your scores from around the state. We've got one more commercial break. Back with the starting lineups and puck drop after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Walking together in faith, living together in faith. Working together in faith, that's who we are.
Hi, this is Pastor Sam Hanschke. I hope that our athletes have an excellent and successful season. I pray that God would continue to richly bless them. I invite you to join me in praying for our athletes during the year.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Discover the ultimate driving experience at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With our extensive lineup of vehicles, including reliable sedans, rugged SUVs, and powerful trucks, finding your perfect match has never been easier. Plus, our dedicated team is committed to providing top-notch customer service, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Visit us today and experience the excellence at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Hi, this is Cameron Lee, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
We welcome you back here at the Expo Center as we're getting set for a puck drop, as we'll send it down to Jason Dodson for the introduction of our starting lineups. Our national anthem before we get underway as the Capitals and Huron All-Stars on this Sunday afternoon. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Drew McIntyre's back at the station. Corbin Beestrom running camera. John Wickler on this Sunday afternoon. Final game before we head into 2025. Capitals will have next weekend off. Just a handful of games across the state next weekend, but the Capitals are not one of those. On either the girls varsity or boys varsity will not have those games, not have any games next weekend, as they will both play Sioux Falls the Saturday, January 4th, as the Caps and All-Stars getting set for a puck drop here on this Sunday. Capitals will get Sioux Falls East on that Saturday night at 7:15, and that'll be their next game. Capital girls will play at 1:30 against Sioux Falls, as we'll send it down to Jason Dodson for the introduction of our starting lineups.
Matchup between the visiting Huron All-Stars and your home team, the Oahe Capitals. Let's get some player introductions. First for the Huron All-Stars, starting at center, number 2, Elliot Hartman. At one wing, number 4, Ryder Casper Hochtelling. At one wing, number 14, Micah Metler. At one defenseman, number 19, Jack Peterson. At one defenseman, number 25, Diego Colon. And the goalie for the All-Stars, number 33, Jack Bales. Head coach, Waylon Waiters. All right, Capitals fans, on your feet, let's make some noise. This is your starting lineup. center, number 67, Logan Anderson. Starting in forward, number 13, Asher Vandenbos. At one forward, number 36, Aiden Bowder. At one defenseman, number 29, Bridger Babcock. At one defenseman, number 85, Cam Lee. And your goalie for the Capitals, number 22, Jackson Youngward. Coaches for the Capitals, Jane Grease, Bryce Mitchell, Dave Nelson, and head coach, Landon Badger. Please stand, remove cover. Let's play this national anthem, this great country we live in. Thank you.
So we are ready to go here from the Expo Center as the Capitals and the Huron All-Stars are getting sets for puck drop. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And those two goalies again, Jackson Youngworth for the Hawaii Capitals and Jack Bales for the Huron All-Stars. It will be the starting lineup of Asher Vandenbos, Aiden Bowder, and Logan Anderson. And then the two defensemen, Cam Lee and Bridger Babcock. For the Huron All-Stars, they will go with Elliot Hartman, Ryder Casper, and Micah Metter. Jack Peterson and Diego Colon will be the two defensemen. And Jack Bales between the pipes for the All-Stars. We're ready to go. 17 minutes are on the clock. Puck drop from the Expo Center. As it's underway, and the face-off is won by Aiden Bowder. As the Capitals get that first possession of the hockey game. Pass will come up for Asher Vandenbos just off of his stick and is picked up by Huron in the neutral zone. Micah Metter lost it off of his stick with a good play from Cam Lee. And then it'll be thrown in by number 19 in Jack Peterson. A quick early change for the Huron All-Stars. This puck will get to the corner. A couple players tumble down. Losing the stick was Ryder Casper. And the puck will come towards the blue line. Behind the back pass from Asher Vandenbos on the stick of Bowder before it was poked away from him. And it'll come back to the Huron blue line where it's chipped along and then moved into the zone by the Capitals. Bowder trying to make that Bridger Babcock trying to turn free. And he'll get to the corner where it's going to be picked up by Huron and sent all the way down the ice. It should result in an icing just wide. Nope, they will wave off icing. Yeah, it was icing. They had called icing that it went off the side of the net. And it said it was not icing, but the official, the referee, ended up calling icing with 16:09 to go here in the first period. The faceoff will come to the right of Bales. Keegan Kitts will take the offensive zone faceoff, but it's won by the Huron All-Stars as Michael Larson will send it around the boards. It comes out of the zone, and then Kitts will pick it back up in the neutral zone. He'll skate back behind his own net here for the Capitals. Moves it off the boards. Dylan Dotson racing over to it. Did not make it through the game yesterday, about halfway through, ended up getting his third penalty. And looking to stay in this contest here this afternoon. Michael Larson nearly lost the puck. He'll lose it to Dotson in front, and a one-timer and a save as Ian Schweitzer was set up by Dotson, and a save by Jack Bales. First shot is a grade A chance for the Capitals, and it turns into an early save for Bales. Dylan Dotson will take this face off to the left of Bales. And it will be controlled by the Huron All-Stars. This puck will come up, left by Kitts for Cooper Beestrom. He'll play it back down for Kitts. That shot, it was tipped wide by Schweitzer. And that'll keep Kitts again. Schweitzer on this line with Kitts and Dylan Dotson to open up the hockey game. Dotson in the corner on the far side. Stick handling around. Now centers one over for Schweitzer. Trying to poke it along to Kitts. Then swung back behind the net where Schweitzer will chase after it to the corner where it's first played by Monty Bowe. Bowe along with also Peterson, and instead it comes out to the blue line where Cooper Beestrom will fake the pass and then move it in. That shot all the way through and a save is made. Backhander by Kitts was turned aside by the right pad of Bales. Couple of good looks there for the Capitals. Out to the blue line, chipped along by Dotson to keep it in the zone as he pinched in from the blue line and then flipped high out to center ice. Goes between the legs of Cooper Beestrom, who couldn't glove it down, and Beestrom will skate back to his own zone, and the pass will go up for Dotson. Long shift for Dylan Dotson to open up the hockey game. He'll back in as he got into the zone. He'll back in it deeper and then go off for his first change. 14:30 to go here in the first period. Gets to the blue line. That is held in by Jesse Eldridge. Scored the first goal of the game yesterday, his first of the year, and the 5-2 win for the Capitals over the Brennan Valley Ice Cats. This is turned over. Bonnie with a shot. That's off the left pad, and another save by Bales. Here on the nearest side, played into the corner as it's going to be taken by Larson, and around it comes out for Ryder Casper. But that's held in by Eldridge again. He'll send it just wide of the net. Bounces back behind the net where it's picked up again by Mark Larson. Out of the zone where Bowder make that Eldridge will pick it back up, and he'll send it back in off the stick of Bales as he'll leave it to the side, and it's grabbed by the Huron All-Stars. Huron trying to get into the neutral zone. Picked off again. It's Schweitzer another time. Schweitzer gets to the corner, but he lost the handle of the puck, and then Ryder Casper will get it out of the zone where Lee will pick it back up in his own end. He'll pass it coming over here for Aiden Beam. That pass will go all the way across. Instead, it's picked up, make that Dotson who grabbed it, and then we get an offside call as the first shot of the game is turned aside by Youngworth, but he won't get credit for the save after it was blown dead by the whistle on an offside. And so a face-off just outside the Capitals blue line with 13:25 to go here in the first period. Diego Colon, his pass, that one will miss. That will result in an icing as he was looking to get to Jace Bales, who scored yesterday. Jace Bales and Carlos Arden both scored for Huron in the 6-2 loss to Yankton after playing them close that first time and going to overtime. Yankton was much better in that second showing as Cam Lee will have it at the blue line. He'll lightly touch it down, then try to go back to our feet. Dotson back in front for Schweitzer, and one too many passes, although it was a tough angle for Dylan Dotson to try and get that shot away, and he tried to feed Schweitzer, who was standing in front of the net. And this will be now grabbed here for the Huron All-Stars. That pass out of the zone, but Arden lost the puck, and now it's Dotson bringing it back in. He'll play it off the boards for Kitts on the near side, where it's going to be grabbed by Cologne, and they can move in 3-on-2, but the pass misses, and Cologne will have to pick it back up and dump it in deep as it's behind the net for Bridger Babcock. Babcock moved up the ice, out of the zone. Huron will send it back in, almost was offside. It was a delayed offside, but the dump in almost hits Carlos O'Don. And now it comes out of the zone where it's grabbed here by the Capitals. Moving in are the Capitals. A pass to the near side for Logan Anderson, just misses from Bridger Babcock. And it's at the blue line where it's unable to be held in by Vandenbos and almost turned it over. It is an onside play right now. Here is Bowe with the shot. That is going to go off of a stick and into the netting, and we get a whistle. With 12:10 to go here in the first period. All four shots in the game so far belong to the White Capitals. Schweitzer's first shot of the game was the best chance that the Capitals have had so far. This face-off is won by the All-Stars. There's a shot that will go wide. That came from Cologne. And it comes back out towards the blue line. Peterson will pinch down, hold it in the zone. And then Cooper Beestrom will take the puck away from Elliot Hartman. Up on the near side, Beestrom along with Anderson fighting for the puck. Hartman, though, will end up away with it. Back out to Cologne at the blue line. Cologne will stop and start, now throw it over for Hartman. His pass trying to get it back over for Peterson. Instead it was off of a stick and it goes out of the zone and all the way back down. Cologne will pick it back up with 11:30 left to go here in the first period. Peterson on the nearest side. As his pass trying to go up the ice. Instead, it's picked off by the Capitals. And then going down, getting hit and going down was Vandenbos out to the blue line. Beestrom holds it on his backhand, and as he tried to backhand it farther in the zone, it was blocked and out of the zone by Mason Hunter. Swung all the way in by Aiden Beam as the Capitals will make a wholesale change as it came all the way back out of the zone before Beam was able to get off the ice. And it's out of the zone here for Mason Hunter to move back in for the Huron All-Stars. And he is driven to the boards by Landry Van Rokel, and then we get a whistle. And too many on the ice. I believe we've got too many on the ice, or was it head contact? So there is no too many on the ice. It was behind the play, and Peterson will get called for head contact. So it happened behind us, and didn't see the penalty happen, but a head contact's the call. And so Peterson will have a 2 and a 10. And with 10:59 to go here in the first period, outside of an early and quick power play goal, he'll be done for the rest of this first period for Peterson, but he's also got only one penalty left to go. Waylon Walters, the head coach, won an explanation that he didn't care for at the end of the explanation. He didn't like it, but the Capitals have their first power play. We'll see if the Capitals can capitalize on it. Cameron Lee, backdoor feed, and B misses the one-timer. Capitals on this, their man advantage. They like going backdoor. As Dylan Dotson now square away, walks it in, feeds it over for Beam, and the puck was still loose, and then is cleared away by the Huron All-Stars. The passing that the Capitals want to have is move that goalie post to post. As Dylan Dotson will spin a circle, pirouette around on the far side. Top of the face, or side of the face-off circle, back for Lee. He'll walk in, and he'll shoot that one wide and in high. As the pass over for Kitts, he fed on the one-timer. That was partially disrupted by Alexander Tim, but the Capitals hold the zone. This will be Dotson, top of the face-off circle on the far side. He gets knocked down. Mason Hunter knocks him down, but the puck is still free to the corner where the Capitals will try and pick it up. They've got some support on the far side of the ice, and then finally sent down by Huron all the way down, going wide of the net, but Youngworth will play it up as Cameron Lee now will grab it with 50 seconds to go in the power play. No shots on goal yet for the Capitals on this man advantage. Dylan Dodson in front, tipped just wide by Cooper Beestrom. Now it's Kitts with a shot off the back of the side of the post. And now it's Kitts again in the corner. They do have a shot on goal now for the Capitals in the power play. Kitts again walks to the high slot. His shot, and that one was blocked in front. Now back for Lee. He'll try and toe drag, and then his shot goes wide. 25 seconds to go. Dodson trying to go backdoor feed for Kitts. It was off of a stick. Lee picks it up. Now Kitts has it. He'll try and go across ice, but that is broken up. And then Kitts off of his skates trying to find it. He locates it at his skates. And now Lee will pass it across over for Beam with 8 seconds to go on the power play. He'll walk in to the corner. Looking to go to give and go. Beam pushed it wide. Now Kitts will pass it back out as the power play comes to an end. As Dylan Dodson now will have it. His shot will go off of a stick into the netting. And a whistle with 8:53 to go here in the first period. So 2 shots on goal for the Capitals, who had it probably a minute and 45 seconds of zone time of the 2-minute penalty and power play. So now an extra full 9 minutes of this first period, another minute in the second before Peterson can come back. And really, they play with just 4 defensemen to the Huron All-Stars. They do play just 4 defensemen, and so now they're down to just 3 defensemen, probably most likely moving somebody back. But we'll see how they want to play that with Peterson being out for another 10 minutes, so a 12-minute overall penalty. As this will be moved back in here by the Hawaii Capitals. This is off of a stick and now played back by Carlos Arden, and now moved in by Bo. And Bo will get to the side of the net, but Eldridge will pick it up, and then we'll send it along the boards. And then turned over by the Capitals as Arden's able to pick it up. His shot right into the chest of Youngworth. He's able to cover for a whistle. And the first shot of the game is stopped by Youngworth. 8:22 left to go here in the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Youngworth, as Elliot Hartman will take this against Aiden Bowder. They've moved Jace Bales back to defense right now. as he'll be paired up with Diego Colon, as Bales will get his shot all the way through, and Youngworth's able to swallow that up and no rebound. And there we get a whistle with 8:15 to go here in the first period. Face off to the right of Youngworth. Owen O'Daniel and Elliot Hartman on the face-off. Hartman wins it back to Jace Bales. He'll throw it to the corner on the far side. Bridger Babcock, he'll pick it up. He'll skate behind his net. And on the backhand, can't move it up the boards. And then centered by Huron, but the only one there was Lee. He'll play it to the far side board, the near side boards, but not out of the zone. Now Babcock will pick it up for the Capitals. He'll move it along for Keller Shaw, who plays it off the boards and out of the zone, where it's taken back by Jace Bales. And now moved right back in by Ryder Casper. His centering pass for Hartman was disrupted by Bridger Babcock, who will pin Hartman to the boards. And then Hartman, his pass out for Casper again. He goes down, swinging and missing. It was Owen O'Daniel, but the puck comes out of the zone anyway. Now Keller Shaw will move in. Shaw with a shot save is made. The rebound was a juicy one, but it was turned away by the Huron All-Stars. The Capitals in the midst of a change, they didn't have enough guys ready to go on the offensive side. Then they continued to make that change, as it was a pass from Lyle Bonney that was intended for the centering pass, but no one was there for the Capitals. This will come out to the blue line. This is held in, and then a shot is blocked. Tim was able to hold it in, and then on the backhand, as the Huron All-Stars will have to tag back up, Lee will pick it up for the Capitals behind his own net. Lee moves over to the far side. This will be out of the zone. Tim will grab it again for Huron All-Stars, and he'll send it in off the stick of Youngworth behind the net, chipped along by Lee, and a little give and go, and Lee will get it out of the zone and will move it along. He's reaching for the puck every time. Now he's got it cleanly on his stick. Lee moves in, but just couldn't get a shot away. Good defense there by Bo at the last moment. Schweitzer, his pass to the front for Kitts. That's broken up. And now it's the Capitals again, and Dodson. His shot and a save made. That was redirected by Schweitzer. Kitts had another chance that went wide of the net. Capitals are humming right now in the offensive end. Dodson, he has the puck here, trying to come in front with it, and then his pass just a bit too hot for Kitts. And now we get a whistle, and I believe the net is dislodged. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off again here for the Capitals with 6:11 to go here in the first period. Still looking for our first goal of the game. No score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Well, the face-off will come out of the zone. He's just outside the Capitals, or make that the All-Stars blue line. Dylan Dodson trying to argue that it should have been inside the zone, but the face-off will be dropped at the blue line, and it's pushed in by Dodson, as Diego Colon will be the first one over to it. Now Beam will hold it in at the blue line. Good hesitation there by Beam. That shot was blocked, and it went over to Schweitzer, but it bounced away from him, as Bales couldn't locate it. When Schweitzer couldn't find the puck in time to try and get a shot away. Really probably found the puck in time, but it didn't stay close to him. Now Dodson can't get that pass across over for Kitts, who was open. It comes out of the neutral zone, where it's grabbed by Arden. And Carlos Arden will throw it in deep, and Beam will retreat back behind his own net to pick it up. 5:40 to go here in the first period. That'll be moved up by Dodson into the zone off the stick of Kitts. And then two players are tied up in both Dodson and Kitts, both by Micah Better. And then it's dumped back in by Ryder Casper. Into the corner for Casper, in front for a Bo, and the one-timer was blocked. This will come out of the zone, where it's thrown back in by Huron, and they will have to tag back up. Alex Tim will throw it back in for the All-Stars. Pass will come across for Logan Anderson off of his stick, and now it's turned over. There's a shot. It was a slower shot that was caught by Youngworth, and there's no rebound. Micah Metter took the shot, and a save made by Youngworth with 5:08 to go here in period number one. Face-off will be to the right of Youngworth. Bo will take the face-off. Still looking for his first points of the season. There's a shot looking to redirect it, was Metter, coming from Alex Tim, and it went wide. And now Eldridge will backhand it out of the zone. Back into the Huron end, thrown back up by Michael Larson. This will be tipped at the red line, so there is no icing with 4:50 to go here in the first period. That might have actually gone off the boards perfectly, where it stayed on the red line and never would have passed it for an icing, as Asher Vandenbos will push it in for the Capitals. Behind the net, Logan Anderson almost got to that first, and then Huron is able to get it out of the zone. This will go into the crowd as it was tipped along by Skylar Casper. We get a whistle, and it'll be 4:34 to go here in the first period. Still no score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Jack Bales has been solid in net so far. 9 saves on 9 chances. Elliot Hartman will take the face-off against Owen O'Daniel, and Hartman will win it for Huron, but it's given back up to the Capitals. And the pass from Bridger Babcock, it was first initially blocked back to Babcock, coming in front, and Shaw was just a bit too far behind that pass. Pass from Lyle Bonney back out for Cam Lee. Lee's shot bounces off of a shin pad, and it was going wide, but it was covered up by Bales as he went to his right and had to dig hard back to his left to cover up the puck, and a whistle with 4:13 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Bales. And here on the right wing, the Capitals in the corner. A hard check. Owen O'Daniel goes in from Elliot Hartman, and Hartman will pick it back up as he carries it out of the zone on the near side. Right at the boards, his pocket was picked by Cameron Lee on the right wing on the strong wing. This will be Lee centering one over. It goes off the stick of Bales, and then he covers up to the right side of the post. And he's almost behind the net when he covered it up and grabbed it. 3:48 to go here in the first period. And still no score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Keegan Kitts will take the face off to the right of Bales. It'll be won by Huron, but then given up, and Dylan Dawson's shot goes wide just to the blocker side, trying to go short side. This will be a pass out of the zone by Huron. Beam and Metter come together as the puck is still free, and then dumped back in by Ian Schweitzer. Around it comes to the far side, but it hit the Zamboni door, so it went back the other way, and now the Kits will try and move it back out to the blue line. Beestrom's shot, that was going wide and almost hit the helmet of Alex Tim. Dodson, stick handling, pass over, looking for Kits in the back door, but that will be broken up and out of the zone by Arden. Dodson trying to back check and lift the stick of Arden. He does enough to knock the puck free, and Beam now behind the net almost lost it to Ardon, but it was knocked away by the stick of Youngworth. Behind the net, Schweitzer, pass trying to go across. That was off of a stick at the blue line. It's sent back in as Youngworth will play it to the corner. He's able to slow it down enough for the Capitals to get possession of it. This was at the blue line again, and the Capitals can't clear the zone after it went off the skate of Michael Larson. Larson goes down and was looking for Skylar Casper, but instead it comes over here to the near side where the Capitals and Schweitzer almost got tripped up, but the puck does come out of the zone finally as Larson will play it back over for Diego Colon. Colon, his pass up for Hartman. And Elliot Hartman, his pass across. Now it's going to be over. That shot goes over the top of the head of Youngworth, who I don't think saw that until after it went over. Skylar Casper with the chance, and the Capitals will ice the puck with 2:13 to go here in the first period. Whether Youngworth was maybe trying to use his head on the block to make the save, but it ended up being Skylar Casper who just shot it over the top. And again, a little bit of Youngworth didn't really see the puck or knowing that was going high, so he did not want to make any contact with the puck. As this will be won by the Huron All-Stars in the offensive end. Monty Bowe to the corner, along with also number 14 and Micah Metter. But the Capitals will come away with the puck as it's kicked along by Vandenbos, and Asher Vandenbos will send it back in. Logan Anderson, this will come out of the zone, and now it's grabbed by Bowe. And Monty Bowe moves in. His shot was blocked by Jesse Eldridge with 1:45 to go here in the first period. Bowe, Landry Van Rokel will take it over for the Capitals. He moves it along over for Anderson. 2-on-3 into the zone. Anderson, though, carried in just a bit too late. Vandenbos was too early in an offside call with 1:36 to go here in period number 1. That started a little bit late, as it kind of is customary to get started a little bit late, about an extra 20 minutes or so later than normal. As it will be Bridger Babcock here to the red line and the neutral zone. Fans on his dumping attempt. Carlos Arden will move it into the offensive end, but Cam Lee will pick it up first for the Capitals. He'll go behind the net, plays off the boards for Shaw, who will give it right back over to Lee, who juggled the puck out of the zone. Now Lee will move in. He's going to break away. Lee in. He scores! scores! The give and go with Keller Shaw, and Lee juggled his way back to having a breakaway. And Cam Lee's first of the year gives the Caps a 1-0 lead. Shaw will pick up the assist, his first of the year, second point of the season. And it took until about the 16-minute mark to get that first goal of the game. But the Capitals have broken the ice and lead at 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Sprinting Shuffle by scoreboard. Cam Lee picked up speed in that neutral zone, and I wouldn't even say that Huron was caught flat-footed. Just that Lee had too big of a speed and had too much momentum going that Huron was unable to catch up to him. And once they missed that couple of poke checks, it was going the other way for Cam Lee to get that breakaway shot. They give an unassisted goal to Lee. Oh, Keller Shaw should probably get that assist, as with 40 seconds remaining here in the period. This will be moved over and out of the zone, where it's going to be Jesse Eldridge that will pick it up. Eldridge with 30 seconds to go. He'll move it in with one hand on his stick. Eldridge trying to center one over. That one's going to be taken away. And now it's Elliot Hartman. Hartman will carry it in the offensive end. He'll swing wide on his strong wing. And here on the near side, that shot was blocked, never got to the net. Bouncing puck with 10 seconds to go. Beam will pick up speed. Beam moves in with 6 seconds. He's pushed off by Cologne. To the corner it goes with 3 seconds to go, and the Capitals won't get another shot away, and that will take us to the end of the first period. 1-0 lead for the Hawaii Capitals on the Cam Lee goal. 1-0 is their score at the end of one. Back with their first intermission report after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre, or visit their website at comtechplus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Gear up for an exhilarating winter season with Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer and proud supporter of sports in our community. Whether you're hitting the rink or hitting the road, trust Chevy's lineup of dependable vehicles to take you there in style. We are here for all your automotive needs. Stop by our showroom at 1905 North Garfield in Pierre, or explore our inventory online at www.beck-motors.com. Proudly serving our community for 55 years. We're making a great deal better. Beck Motor Company, Pierre, 605-224-5912.
Have you assessed the condition of your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9797 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastормroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Hi, this is Jesse Eldridge, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, the Hawaii Capitals have a 1-0 lead in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We've got just one penalty to tell you. It was a head contact penalty from Jack Peterson. With the Capitals did not score in the power play, but Peterson still in the box for another minute before we get to that second period. But the lone goal was Cameron Lee's goal from Keller Shaw. He does get the assist, does Keller Shaw, who moved up ahead on a give and go back to Lee from his own end of the ice. Was able to move it into the neutral zone. A swinging stick missed the puck, and Lee was able to carry it in on the breakaway from the blue line and scored to make it 1-0. And the Capitals have that lone goal so far. That came with 1:16 to go in the first period. 11-4 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals, as they had around the first 4 to 5 shots before Huron got on the board in the shot column, where the Capitals with the 11-4 lead in shots, but all importantly, they have a 1-0 lead over the over the Huron All-Stars at the end of the first period. When we come back, we'll tell you scores from around the states with an interesting upset in the boys varsity. We'll tell you about that coming up next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre, where exceptional customer service meets an incredible inventory lineup. Looking for your dream car? Our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. From dependable Fords to luxurious Lincolns and versatile Toyotas, we have something for every taste, need, and budget. Experience the difference with us today. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota. River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Walking together in faith, living together in faith, working together in faith, that's who we are.
Hi, this is Pastor Sam Hanschke. I hope that our athletes have an excellent and successful season. I pray that God would continue to richly bless them. I invite you to join me in praying for our athletes during the year.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. Pizza Ranch of Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of the Oahe Capitals hockey. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes away from the South Dakota State Capitol building and from the Expo Center, home of the Oahe Capitals. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre.
Hi, this is Captain Keegan Kitts, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, continuing our first intermission report, the Hawaii Capitals have a 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. We're the only game going on in varsity hockey before we get to next weekend, and for the Capitals, they won't play until January 4th and 5th. But it was a 10-0 win earlier today for Sioux Falls East over Sioux Center, as Sioux Center drops to 0-10. Sioux Falls East is now 7-2. The Aberdeen Cougars, who are 5, make that 4-5 coming into the game. They get a 3-2 win. They hang on to beat Sioux Falls West as West loses their first game of the season. Aberdeen led 3-0 in that game. Derek Cullen had 2 goals, and Drake Rourke ends up with the game-winning goal. But Jackson Brewer and then Beckett Haldy both scored, and Sioux Falls made it 3-2. Midway point of the third period, but did not score again as Colton Townsend ends up with a 34 save effort on 36 shots. Sioux Falls make that Aberdeen only had 19 shots in the game, 8 in the first, 6 in the second, and 5 in the third. They were outshot 36-19, but Colton Townsend ended up with the 34 saves to get a 3-2 win. So Sioux Falls West is no longer undefeated, which means that the Rushmore Thunder are the only undefeated team remaining in South Dakota amateur hockey on the boys varsity. They're 6-0 in the season. Yankton, Sioux Falls East both have 2 losses. Brookings and Sioux Falls West now have 1 loss each. Everybody else has multiple losses past that. And Rushmore, boy, if you're putting money on Rushmore losing a game this year, that whatever the line is, whatever the Vegas line would be, is that's asking. You're going to put a little bit of money to make a lot, because I don't know if Rushmore loses a game during the regular season. State tournament might be a different story, but Rushmore is going to be really tough to beat at any point during the regular season. On the girls' side, for the girls' varsity, we had earlier today the Hawaii Capitals with the Briley Kafka hat trick, picks up a 4-2 win. The Caps led 4-0 before Watertown scored 2 third-period goals in the last couple minutes of the game, including last minute of the game, to make it 4-2, which was different than the Saturday game when the Capitals came back from a 3-1 deficit to tie the game at 3-3 and then scored the game-winning goal late in the third period. Callie Beam had the game-winning goal on Saturday, but then a 4-0 lead for the Caps today and end up winning 4-2. Aberdeen beat Sioux Center in girls varsity 8-1, and Brookings with a shutout over Mitchell 5-0 from the games for today. Second period is on the way next. The Hawaii Capitals lead the Huron All-Stars 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The holidays are here, and it's time to give the gift of relaxation. Hi, it's Jason. This Christmas, surprise your loved ones with something they'll truly enjoy from Leisure Palace. From hot springs, caldera, and free-flow spas to cozy infrared saunas, Olhausen pool tables for family fun, and Oriflame fire tables that warm every outdoor gathering. With guaranteed lowest prices and over 35 years of experience, give the gift of wellness, warmth, and togetherness this Christmas. Visit Leisure Palace today, stop by 400 West Sioux, or visit us online at leisurePalace.com.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help. Becky Potsuba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Hi, this is Dylan Dotson, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And as we welcome you back to get started with the second period, the Hawaii Capitals and the Huron All-Stars, who skate 5-on-5. Jack Peterson will be in the penalty box for another minute, and he'll have to wait for that first whistle after the minute to get back out on the ice, as both teams are slowly making their way back out on the ice. Huron, I believe, is all the way out on the ice, but the Capitals slowly trickling out. And again, a reminder, after today, we do not have Hawaii Capitals hockey until January 4th, when the next time they play on the Saturday. Both teams will be here at the Expo Center. It'll be 2 weeks from yesterday when we'll have our next game, as the Caps will take on Sioux Falls West in the boys' side. Sioux Falls will be in town for the Capital Girls. And we'll have a game at 7:15, 1:30 for the girls on Saturday, 7:15 for the boys. And then they'll flip-flop on Sunday, where the Capital boys will play at like 10:45, and the girls will play at 2:30 against Watertown. And those will be the 4 games that we have next weekend for you on a Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. 2 weekends from now will be the next games for you. And also coming up later on this week on KCCR, we've got plenty of bowl games. We've got the bowl games going on Monday, as well as also Thursday, Friday, and all the way through all those next week and into past the first year. We've also got the NFL. We've got plenty of NFL games for you on the air. Right around 9 to 10 games on next week. Although Wednesday will start the next week with those Christmas Day games. We are underway in the second period. Keegan Kitts off the face-off win from Dylan Dotson will move it into the offensive zone, as it will be picked up here by the All-Stars, and it'll be moved up by Metter, as Metter will carry it into the offensive end. Hartman with a pass over for Skylar Casper, and into the corner it comes. Get that Ryder Casper that carried it in, and now it's going to go back the other way for the Capitals. Kitts 2-on-2 with Triton Parmley. Kitts will move into the offensive end. Lost the handle of the puck, and now it's going to be Bridger Babcock, but it's moved away from him, and Cam Lee will send it back in. Capitals will have to tag back up after it went into the corner, played over by the goalie in Jack Bales, as it was starting to come back out to the blue paint, and then out of the zone, off the glove of Beam, and it's a hand pass, unintentional hand pass, but Beam knocked it down with the glove, and Dotson picked it up, and we get our first whistle. 16:14 to go here in period number 2. And Jack Peterson in the penalty box. His time will end here at 15:59. And we'll be able to come out of the penalty box after that next whistle. And they'll be able to get their 4 defensemen back into the game. Aiden Beam will have to chase after this puck, as Mason Hunter got over into the corner. Vanden Boss also helping support. Starts to come out to the blue line, and Beam will try and chip it out. Can't handle the puck as it gets out of the zone, but it's now picked up by Vandenbos and Beam. Beam on the backhand will get it into the offensive end. Aiden Bowder will chase to it as he'll get to the corner. Moves it around. Vandenbos kicks it back to his stick. From the corner, plays it out to the blue line. Beestrom will play it back around behind the net. Trying to set the cycle up for the Capitals. Vandenbos will pin his man to the boards, and Hartman. Mason Hunter over there. Actually, it's number 8 and Alex Tim back behind the net. Bowder along with Vandenbos. Puck will come free for the All-Stars, but not out of the zone as Beam will hold it in. Got it to Logan Anderson before he's pinned to the boards. And as it comes out to the blue line, that's held in by Ono Daniel. Beam with a shot, and it goes just wide, and then it goes on top of the goal as it lands on top of the netting. And we get the whistle with 15:10 to go. It bounced off the glass and almost came back flush off the backside of Bales. And we get an offensive zone face-off. The Capitals did not get the break last year when that happened. The game against Watertown bounced off the glass and came back in front of the net and went in. This time it didn't go well for the Capitals. It's supposed to be the hometown breaks. They're supposed to go the way for the home team. This will be sent all the way down. This was tipped, so there is no icing. Peterson's back out of the penalty box, and he is back on the ice now for Huron. There's a shot that was blocked in front, never got to Youngworth. It was at the slot. There's a shot. Actually, they did get to Youngworth. They put the shot on goal up, and it will come out of the zone as Alice a race for it. Lyle Bonney trying to win the race, and Peterson will flip it out of the play. Whether he was trying to or not, flipped out of play, and we get a whistle with 14:40 to go here in the second period. That's a delay of game in the NHL. It will not be a delay of game in high school hockey. Now, we have seen a long time, it was several years ago that we saw a delay of game penalty get called against the Hawaii Capitals, and it was here at home. Couldn't tell you which player it was, but remember that happening. It was talking about how it was not going to be a delay game, and then the referee said, no, we're going to call delay game on that one. This will be out of the zone as Mason Hunter will carry it in 2-on-3 for the Huron All-Stars. Hunter tried to go around 2 defensemen, then he poked it in front of the net and went through the blue paint, went all the way to the near side boards, where it's now grabbed again from the face-off down. That shot, and it's going to be batted in from Cameron Lee. And the Huron All-Stars will tie the game at 1-1. Now the referees are talking about this. Is it if it's a good goal or it will be no goal? And I think the All-Stars will get the goal to tie it 1-1. Now we'll see who the goal is actually credited for the goal, but Huron ties the game at 1-1. They're saying, and Dylan Dodson trying to argue it was against the Huron All-Stars, but I think Cameron Lee was the one that ended up swatting it in. And it ties the game at 1 apiece. Mason Hunter is the one that gets the goal. An unassisted goal for Mason Hunter. And it's now 1-1. This will go all the way back down. There is no icing. Cameron Lee will pick it back up. The puck was on right above the head of Jackson Youngworth, and then they're trying to swat it away so it wouldn't go in front. Here's Dylan Dodson moving in. That shot, the stick got lost, and Dodson couldn't get a full shot away, and Bales made the save with 13:51 to go here in the second period. But as that puck was out in front, and you're just trying to move the puck from bouncing awkwardly off of Youngworth or landing in front for the Huron All-Stars, doesn't matter. You play with a high stick. It's not going to give you a penalty. You're just trying to move it away from the net, and eventually went in the net or was batted right into the net. And so the Capitals don't get the break. Huron ties the game. It's 1-1. As Landry Van Rokel will pass it across over for Logan Anderson. Now Bowder will leave it back for Anderson. Capitals are onside. Anderson will swing wide, trying to center one over off of a skate, and then it was stopped by Bales. This will be out to the blue line where it's a bouncing puck, and it was able to be held in by Van Rokel. Good play from Van Rokel after it. He had to juggle that to keep it in the zone. Bowder lost his stick, and then it comes out, and now a chance for a 2-on-1 moving the other way for the All-Stars. Huron moving in, good stick and a good job, but the puck was not taken by the Capitals, and it will be coming back with a chance for a shot that was blocked as the Caps will get it out of the zone. It was Arden that was trying to make the pass across. Eldridge was the one that knocked the puck free on the pass, as it's now moved back in by Mason Hunter, who does have the goal scored for the Huron All-Stars. As Huron will be in the midst of making a change, the Capitals will take the puck back over. They'll send it down the ice, and it will not be an icing as it was on net. So the Capitals have to make the quick change. This is the period of the long change. Hunter will move it up, but it's taken back by Eldridge. He's the lone man on the ice still from that last play, as this will be out again for Dodson. He lost the handle of the puck, and now Hunter will grab it again for Huron in the neutral zone. He's tied up with Keegan Kitts, and now Eldridge back in for the Capitals. Eldridge leaves it for Kitts. His shot and a save made as that's turned off to the corner. Back for Dodson behind the nets. Instead, Huron will move it off the glass. Eldridge will pinch in, where the puck skips over both players and out of the zone, where Kitts will grab it back and retreat to his own blue line. And then his pass misses for Dodson, and it will be an icing with 12:06 to go here in the second period. So 1-1 is our score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Face-off will come to the left of Jackson Youngworth. Elliot Hartman will take the face-off. It will be won back by the All-Stars, and that shot will go to the net, and Youngworth will cover that one up. And we get a whistle with 12:02 to go here in the second period. Arden was the one that took the shot. Hartman again will look for the face-off win, but instead it was tied up by Dodson and taken by the Capitals. That bouncing puck goes missing for Parmley, and it will go down for an icing. And Parmley is trying to argue that he had touched the puck, or at least thought he had touched the puck. Instead, it will be an icing against the Capitals with 11:54 to go. Here in the second period, 1-1 tie of the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. This will be moved over, and now Monty Bowe will take it back. And it will be grabbed again by the Capitals into Aiden Beam. This will be Kitts that will throw it across over for Dylan Dodson. Dodson walks in, a shot and a save, and the rebound was juicy for Beam and both Kitts over there, but they couldn't get their stick on it. And now it's Peterson going back the other way. Leaves it for Bowe, his shot, and he scores. Monty Bowe gets his first of the year, and after the Capitals had a golden opportunity to make it 2-1, instead they're now down 2-1. Back-to-back goals for the Huron All-Stars. Bowe's first of the year. Peterson got his first points of the season as well. And the captain for Huron is on the score sheet for the first time this year. So a 2-1 lead now for the All-Stars. And that's the game of hockey. It feels like so many times you get a really good chance and you don't find a way to score. You hit the post, you have a golden opportunity, it doesn't go in, and then right back the other way, the other team scores. Here's a shot, they score again. Mason Hunter goes barred down and in, and it's now a 3-1 lead for the Huron All-Stars.
Jack Peterson, 20 for 19.
11:16 remaining, and just 15 seconds later, the All-Stars score another time. And Hunter's got his second of the game. And so a 3-1 lead now for the Huron All-Stars on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. And things have quickly flipped on their head in this game. Dylan Dodson will carry it in the offensive end. Dodson, his pass through the front of the net for Parmley. That's going to be missed by Parmley, as it's too far in front. And then Bridger Babcock knocks the puck down. It'll be moved over. It'll be Ryder Casper that will get the assist. Dodson with a shot, and Bales is able to make the save with 10:48 to go here in the second period. So it is a 3-1 lead now for Huron. 10:48 remaining in the second period. Caps are down by 2 with 3 straight goals by the All-Stars in the first 6 minutes of the second period. This will be at the blue line, almost held in a second time by Beam. Instead, it's back the other way. And Bowe, who's got the go-ahead goal right now, has it for the All-Stars. Now for Hartman, backhander. That's a save made by Youngworth. And we get a whistle with 10:30 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right to the left of Youngworth. Hartman will take the face-off for the All-Stars against Bowder. Play to the corner. Bo will move it up. Vandenbos will pick it off, but can't get it out of the zone. And then chipped along by Bowder, but the puck didn't continue to go with them. Now it'll be sent up. That's tipped by Vandenbos into the offensive end, but first grab by Cologne. Diego Colon moves it up for Hartman as he'll move it into the offensive end, and his shot will go wide to the corner after it was bouncing off of a skate. Jesse Eldridge will pick it up. He lost the handle of it. Now Vandenbos will grab it back, and he'll go across ice, and Logan Anderson will carry it in the offensive end. Anderson moves in, didn't get a good, clean shot. It was knocked away by the stick of Peterson. Anderson goes down behind the net. Peterson tried to cut off Anderson. He does and picks up the puck. Moves it up the to the blue line where it's knocked down by Jesse Eldridge. And then at the blue line, it's held in by Van Rokel a second time. And eventually cleared out off the linesman, so it slows its way down. And Eldridge is able to try and dump it in. The linesman got hit again. Eldridge will try back to the near side where it's going to be Wyatt Briggs that will send it around and in. Linesman taking a little bit of a beating now. He says the delayed offside for the Capitals, but it does come out of the zone where it's grabbed again by Briggs and now taken by Schweitzer. Ian Schweitzer's shot was blocked as Peterson was able to block that shot, and then he'll send it all the way around. That will be an icing with 9:09 to go here in the second period. And confirmation on that penalty a couple years ago. Spencer Wadeen was the one that got called for the penalty as he flipped it into the ceiling, got called for delay of game. So Brian Hermanson, Steve Steele listening and watching the game right now. They're able to tell me exactly who it was. So Wadeen, Spencer Wadeen catches a stray on the broadcast several years after he graduates. And so he moved out of the zone to the neutral zone. Schweitzer looks to get it back after it was partially missed and by Jack Bales, but he'll ice it to just avoid Schweitzer finding his way go down the ice. But 8:54 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Bales. It'll be won back by the Capitals. Cooper Beestrom. His shot from the blue line, that's knocked down with a high stick of Parmley. And then it was touched up by the Capitals in Kitts. And the face-off will come out of the zone. It'll go all the way down the other end of the ice. 8:48 remaining here in the second period. Face-off to the right of Youngworth. Elliot Hartman will take it against Dylan Dodson. Face-off will be played back behind the net for Cooper Beestrom. Beestrom will move it up as Triton Parmley will turn with it. His pass, that one was off of a stick. Kitts was moving farther up the ice. And then blowing a tire was Jace Bales. And now Kitts will pick it up. The Capitals are having the offensive end. His shot, that was maybe looking for intended for a pass for Parmley. Went off of a skate. Now Beam will try and send it back towards the corner of the zone. Beam now has it back again on the high slot. His pass over for Dylan Dodson. And that shot on was stopped by Jack Bales and a whistle with 8:17 to go here in the second period. Hurons looking for their first win of the season. They were close to beating Yankton last weekend in Yankton, but the Bucks were able to get the overtime victory. Now they've got a 3-1 lead here on the Capitals, looking for their first victory of the season. Here's Lee with a shot and a save. He's got the lone goal for the Capitals, as this will get to the blue line and out of the zone by Ryder Casper. It's picked back off by Dylan Dodson, and he'll turn it back across over for Lee. Sends it across now on the cross-ice pass for Bridger Babcock, his defensive partner. Up ahead for Dylan Dodson. Capitals are offside, so Dodson will wait. And then he'll get to the blue line again. Bridger Babcock will bring it in. He'll make the move around. Babcock looking to go back, full backdoor feed. It was off the crossbar after it went off of the skates, and Jack Bales is able to cover for the whistle. The Capitals were starting to celebrate that they had scored, but it somehow kicked off the skate or stick of the defenseman, bounced off the crossbar and down, and Jack Bales covered it up before Babcock could stuff it in. That's how close they were. Boy, none of the breaks right now are going the way for the Capitals. This will be out of the zone all the way down. There will be no icing. It'll be Coach Badger not happy that there was not an icing called against the Huron All-Stars, and it's turned over the offensive end. Here's a pass over for Hartman. Now there's a shot that's blocked. Back to the front of the net. Here's another chance at a save made by Youngworth. He got across to the near side post and was able to take that one away. This will be out of the zone. Boy, Coach Badger might have really came unglued if Huron had scored that goal. This will go all the way down. It will be on net, so Bales has to play it. There is no icing on the Capitals. Peterson will grab it for Huron. This will be tipped along. This will be icing, as they will call it. That one probably had a chance to be waved off, thinking that it was Van Rokel that could have played, or maybe Lee could have played that a little bit easier. But they will get the icing. That time was 6:56 to go here in the second period. Face off to the right of Bales. Kitts will win the face-off. Dodson in the corner lost the puck, and it's going to be moved over by Jace Bales, where it's going to be held in by the Capitals and Van Rokel. In the corner, Triton Parmley. Now grabbed back by Dodson. Centers one over for Kitts, but couldn't get the shot away. It's now grabbed by Hartman. He'll spin a circle. Dodson goes down. Hartman will get to the blue line, and it'll come out of the zone. Moved along by Parmley, though, and it's back here for Kitts. He'll go in 2-on-3. His shot rolls up the stick of Jace Bales and into the netting. We get a whistle. With now 6:27 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Jack Bales. Capitals out shooting here on 21-11, but down 3-1 on American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Around it comes here to the near side, where it's moved along by Arden and out of the zone. Kitts will push it back in for the Capitals, where Alex Tim will have it. This will get to the corner where Dodson now will pick it back up. His centering pass. Kitts trying to find the handle of it. Make that Schweitzer trying to find the handle of it. As he jumps back on the line. It was Parmley, Schweitzer, to make that Parmley, Dodson, and Kitts. And Schweitzer and Parmley had switched spots. Now they go back to having Schweitzer on the line with Dodson and Kitts. Kitts will leave it over. Pass will come over for Schweitzer as the Huron All-Stars are making the change. Jesse Eldridge will grab it on the far side to carry it in the offensive end. Eldridge goes back to the corner, centers one, and Aiden Bowder somehow missed the nets. It looked like it went underneath the net. I don't know how he pushed that one wide. This will be Bowder that will play it around. That one almost looked like it went all the way under the net, and it ended up going in and back out of the nets. Arden lost his stick as he was moving it back in. Then that pass will just miss, and it will go wide with 5:15 to go here in the second period. Boy, Bowder was right in front and had a golden opportunity to try and put it in the net, and somehow didn't go. So it's face-off to the left of Youngworth. Trying to look at that replay just a little bit. Boy, I don't know. Maybe there's an extra puck in there. Well, they're saying, I think, I don't know. That one's going to be really tough. Looking at it on YouTube, you lose a little bit of the quality when you zoom in. And we'll slow things down here on YouTube as well. But the Capitals had that opportunity, and Coach Badger was hoping that was going to go in. Got it slowed down here on YouTube, watching the replay of it, seeing if that puck went through the net. Boy, I don't know. It's really hard to see. But the face-off is won by the Hawaii Capitals, as this will be moved up, as it's now Bowder that will move it in. He had that opportunity. Capitals will have it offside, and with 5:03 left to go here in the second period. They get it slowed down. And trying to look back again. It's hard to see where that puck is at. Where exactly that puck is at. And it came out. Boy, that one I think went through the, it looked like it went through the net. Again, it's really hard to see for sure, but it looked like it went all the way underneath the net. as Keegan Kitts will carry it back in the offensive zone. Kitts now will leave it back. There's a shot. They score! Parmley makes it 3-2 with 4:44 to go in the second period. And Trayton Parmley, who scored yesterday, gets his second of the weekend, and the Caps get within one. If we don't score the first time, Caps got to make their own breaks in this game. 3-2 with 4:44 to go. As it should be an assist for Keegan Kitts as well, but the Capitals will have just a one-goal deficit now to work with. Down by one, 3-2 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Kitts will get the assist on the goal as he picks up the first point of the day for him. Now is moved back in by the Capitals. There's a shot that will go wide. Back behind the net, trying to stuff it in front. Another chance and almost a two-pad stack save. Old school style for Jack Bales as Dodson tried the wraparound chance. It almost went in on the wraparound chance as Bales had to dive for it and leave his stick out of the ice. And it was then the second opportunity for the Capitals was stuffed by the pad that was moved out on the ice by Jack Bales. This will be sent all the way down. That'll be wide of Youngworth, so we get the whistle and an icing with 3:51 to go here in the second period. Now back on that chance for Bowder, the one thing that tells you maybe it went wide was Jack Peterson looking down at his skates and the puck going back behind the net. But it just looked awkward, like it wouldn't have gone wide. And of course, it's a moot point at this juncture. The Capitals end up getting a goal later on, not in the same play, but ends up getting that goal to make it 3-2. As this will be played back at the Huron blue line with 3:35 remaining here in the second period. Capitals that get that latest one to go back within one. As it's Owen O'Daniel that carries it in on side for the Capitals. Lyle Bonney will bring it along. Bonney shot save, and the rebound came out free again, but the Capitals can't get that rebound opportunity. That shot will go off of maybe the helmet of Jack Peterson, and it goes into the netting, and we get a whistle with 3:17 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Bales. The Capitals down by one on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Dylan Dodson will play it back at the blue line. Dodson at the blue line. His shot, and that's save made by Bales. And it's now 3:10 to go here in the second period. The referees had gone back and looked around the net like if there was, and they didn't actually move the net a little bit, like it wasn't fully down on the ice. As Dylan Dodson, that shot goes wide of the glass. And that's where Coach Badger was maybe trying to make a case saying that they should have scored, as that would be caught by the glove of Jack Bales. Because Badger's shot was as on the ice as possible. I mean, there was nothing but laying flat on the ice towards the goal. And then when the referees repositioned the net just a little bit, it made the coaching staff kind of, I wouldn't say lose their mind by any means, but have that quick thought of, well, if you're adjusting the net from where it was, then that puck hadn't have gone in. One that will be looked at for a while, although the Capitals don't want to make that be the case of a win or a loss right now, as this will be Dylan Dodson carrying it back in, toe drag move. There's a shot by Parmley on the backhand, and it was stuffed by Jack Bales. That was a quick shot off the backhand by Parmley, who's picked up a lot of confidence over this weekend with the 2 goals that he has scored now, 2:39 to go in the second period. But as we mentioned in the pregame show yesterday and moving into the postgame show talking with Coach Badger, that I don't know if there's going to be any other team that grows as much as what the Hawaii Capitals will this year, regardless of where they finish out in the standings, where they end up in the state tournament, just because of where they're coming from and how many guys started in JV varsity hockey with their first year playing both sides of it, that they will grow more than any other team. This will be offside against the Capitals with 2:18 to go. Even though Rushmore right now is by far the best team in the state, in the 6-0 record, their ceiling of where they were at, where they started, and where their ceiling is going to be at, it's not going to be much of a growth just because of how good they are, where the Capitals will have a lot of guys pick up a lot of confidence and gain a lot of hockey knowledge and playing time this year that will pay dividends down the road, as Jack Peterson will have it back in his own end of the ice, starting to lose the handle of it, but moves it along too far away from Mason Hunter. And now Van Rokel will play it back up, and the Capitals can move to an odd-man rush. But it'll be 3-on-3 into the zone. Bowder over. Anderson shot goes high, goes off the glass, and we'll get our first penalty against, second penalty against the Huron All-Stars with 1:45 to go here in the second period. And an interference will be the call against the All-Stars. So the Capitals will get a golden chance here to tie the game up in the second period. It's just the second penalty of the game. Michael Larson will get called for the interference. I say second penalty, but Peterson has to be careful because he got called for the head contact penalty, which is a 2-minute minor and then the 10-minute misconduct. So he's got 2 penalties on the same call, and he only was allowed 1 more before he is out of the hockey game. So the Capitals 0 for 1 on the power play. Dotson will feed it across right at the blue line, hold it in the zone. Then that one swung to the net, and a save made. Kitts with the shot, and Bales covers up for the whistle with 1:35 to go here in the second period.
All-Stars penalty at number 9 for interference. Capitals power play.
Caps had 2 shots on that first power play. Get their first one here. Their second power play is now Kitts will have it and thrown across by Lee. He's got a lot of space. Walks in, shot, and Bales saw it all the way and makes the glove save. As Bowder was in front of the net, and at the very end, he just had moved away where Bales was able to see that shot from Lee all the way through. And we get a whistle with 1:28 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be controlled by the Huron All-Stars, and they flip it out of the zone where Aiden Beam will grab it here for the Caps. Beam will move it over for Dodson. He's able to settle it down with his skate. He'll walk in. That shot goes off the stick, goes into the netting, and we get a whistle with 1:14 to go here in period number 2. Face-off will be to the left of Jack Bales. 1:29 remaining here in the second, or in the power play that could move over into the third period for only just 15 seconds. As Beam now will have it, plays it over for Kitts in the far side. Now back for Dodson at the blue line, walks in, back across, Kitts one-timer. That's stuffed by the left pad of Bales. This will be knocked down by the glove of Lee. Over for Kitts. His shot again, and another save made by Bales. And we get a whistle with 54.2 to go here in the second period. Couple of really good looks there from Kitts in the power play. As there's 4 shots on this power play with 54.2 to go in the period and 1:09 remaining on the second power play of the game for the Capitals. Face-off will be won back by the Caps. Aiden Beam at the blue line. Now down for Kitts. Briggs knocked down, and then offside. Dodson, he is not happy that that was offside, as that one just came out of the zone. And right at the Capitals bench is not going to make a lot of Capital players too happy that that was called offside. With 40 seconds remaining here in the second period, it's moved back in by the All-Stars, or out of the zone by the All-Stars. Beam, as this will be moved all the way down the ice. Dylan Dodson with 28 seconds to go here in the second period. Dodson carries it in the offensive end. Dodson shot, he scores! All the way in and scores to tie the game at 3 with 22 seconds remaining. A power play goal has squared things at the Expo Center. Dodson will get his 8th of the year. And a big goal for the Capitals to tie this game up in the last 30 seconds of the second. And keeps this game back to a 3-3 tie. And the momentum on the side of the Capitals after the Huron All-Stars. This will be iced by the All-Stars with 17 seconds to go in the second. But Dylan Dodson, the unassisted, or right now saying the unassisted goal. And it will be coast to coast for Dylan Dodson.
Capitals goal for number 11, Dylan Dodson.
Aiden Bowder will take the face-off with 17 seconds left. Huron will win the face-off. Moving up to Mason Hunter on the far side. Cooper Beestrom's able to hold it in with 10 seconds remaining. Stick lift by Anderson. Hunter goes down, and it comes out of the zone by Hartman. And one final chance here with 3 seconds to go. Vandenbos with the big hit. That will take us to the end of the second period. And the Capitals will get a 3-3 tie on goals from Trenton Parmley and Dylan Dodson to tie the game up and send us to the third with a 3-3 tie. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the second intermission report after this here on Capital City Rock. And you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Pizza Ranch of Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of the Oahe Capitals hockey. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes away from the South Dakota State Capitol building and from the Expo Center, home of the Oahe Capitals. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First and Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First and Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hi, this is your goalie, Jackson Youngworth, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And as we welcome you back, it is the second intermission report. The Oahe Capitals are tied 3-3 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, as it is a tied 3-3. But the Capitals, Tom Plusser was taking pictures right behind the goal and during the second period, and he came up. He's up here in the press box or in the crow's nest right now, and asked him if that puck had gone in. He said he missed by just a couple of inches, so it didn't go in. It didn't go underneath the net, but it is still a 3-3 tie. The Capitals are able to get all the way back down 3-1 after those 3 goals by the Huron All-Stars. Mason Hunter scored twice. The first one was batted out of the air by the Capitals and actually went into their own net. Mason Hunter got credit for the goal to make it 1-1. Then it was Monty Bowe that scored his first of the year to make it a 2-1 game from Jack Peterson. So Tom, do you have more pictures with it moving forward to see if to watch that that puck go in front of the net. But it went just wide of the net. And the puck just stayed right there. Okay, so it is a 3-3 tie. The American Family Insurance pretty shuffle-by scoreboard, trying to go through those pictures and see the play that had happened. But the Caps with the 3-3 tie, it was those 3 goals. Mason Hunter scored twice. Monty Bowe scored again to make it in between those 2 goals to make it 3-1. Triton Parmley with 4:44 to go from Keegan Kitts made it 3-2, and then Dodson's unassisted power play goal with 22 seconds remaining has this game tied at 3 apiece at the end of 2 periods. And then the only penalty of that second period, it was Michael Larson that got called for the interference that gave the Caps that power play and the goal to give them that tie score 3-3. 34 shots on goal for the Capitals, 11 for the Huron All-Stars. So 8 saves for Jackson Youngworth on those 11 shots, 31 saves on 34 shots for Jack Bales, who has been working very tough, and net has played really well between the 5 for the Huron All-Stars to keep this a 3-3 tie. We'll come back with more of the second intermission report after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The holidays are here, and it's time to give the gift of relaxation. Hi, it's Jason. This Christmas, surprise your loved ones with something they'll truly enjoy from Leisure Palace. From hot springs, caldera, and free-flow spas to cozy infrared saunas, Olhausen pool tables for family fun, and Oriflame fire tables that warm every outdoor gathering. With guaranteed lowest prices and over 35 years of experience, give the gift of wellness, warmth, and togetherness this Christmas. Visit Leisure Palace today, stop by 400 West Sioux, or visit us online at leisurePalace.com.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hello. I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First and Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First and Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627. Rev up your drive with Capital City Ford in Pierre. Dive into our impressive lineup of Ford vehicles, from sleek sedans to robust trucks. At Capital City Ford, we're not just about selling cars, we're about crafting exceptional experiences. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you in finding the perfect Ford that suits your lifestyle and budget. Visit us today and let us evaluate your driving experience with Capital City Ford.
Hi, this is Wyatt Briggs, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Back here at the Expo Center as we continue the second intermission report, getting close to our final period of 2024, final regulation period of 2024. There is just one game next weekend in boys hockey. It is actually Huron hosting Yankton. That'll be next weekend. Huron hosting Yankton. That's the only game of the weekend. After it was Huron who lost to Aberdeen, make that Mitchell yesterday, 8-2 with those games. But Huron will take on Yankton tomorrow or next week, Saturday, in the lone boys varsity game of the weekend before 2025 rolls around. There's a couple games, a total of 6 games next weekend for girls varsity. Watertown and Sioux Falls will play twice. Sioux Falls will play Brookings on Sunday, and it will be Mitchell taking on Rushmore in all 3 games in Mitchell on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and those are your games before we get to the start of 2025. 3-3 is our score here as we look at scores from today in girls varsity. The Capitals won 4-2. Bradley Kafka with the hat trick. Aubrey Sturt had the other goal for the Caps as they go to 8-1 of the season. Aberdeen beat Sioux Center 8-1, and Brookings with a shutout win over Mitchell 5-0 as they're now 6-3 on the season. In boys hockey, Aberdeen beat previously undefeated Sioux Falls West 3-2 for their first loss of the season. Sioux Falls East with a 10-0 win over Sioux Center, and it is 3-3 here between the Caps and the Huron All-Stars. Back with the third period after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Gear up for an exhilarating winter season with Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer and proud supporter of sports in our community. Whether you're hitting the rink or hitting the road, trust Chevy's lineup of dependable vehicles to take you there in style. We are here for all your automotive needs. Stop by our showroom at 1905 North Garfield in Pierre or explore our inventory online at www.beck-motors.com. Proudly serving our community for 55 years. We're making a great deal better. Beck Motor Company, Pierre, 605-224-5912.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Have you assessed the condition of your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9797 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastормroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Walking together in faith, living together in faith, working together in faith, that's who we are.
Hi, this is Pastor Sam Hanschke. I hope that our athletes have an excellent and successful season. I pray that God would continue to richly bless them. I invite you to join me in praying for our athletes during the year.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Hockey season is here, and American by Wyndham Fort Pierre Conference Center is proud to support our hometown heroes, the Oahe Capitals. Whether you're traveling to cheer on the team or just need a cozy place to unwind, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. From game nights to restful mornings, we're rooting for you. Stop by at 312 Island Drive, Fort Pierre. Go Capitals! American by Wyndham, where comfort meets community. Call 605-223-2358 to book your stay today.
Hi, this is head coach Lana Badger, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, we are getting set for the third period as the Huron All-Stars make their way out of the locker room. The Capitals will return to the ice as well, and the Caps are looking forward to finish off the win and head to 2025 at 4-3 on the season. As the Caps will go back and attack to the right, Huron All-Stars will go from right to left on your radio dial, on your TV screen, a mobile device. However, you are consuming the game today here on Capital City Rock and also on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. You listen to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Drew McIntyre back in the studios. Corbin Beestrom is running the camera for us. John Winkler on this Sunday afternoon, now Sunday evening, as we've got just a couple of one period left, one regulation period left, and then we get into the 2025 after that. We hope to not have to play more than an extra frame somewhere, but the Caps will be looking for that opportunity to pick up the lead here at the start of this third period. We go 5-on-5 after the power play goal, as it's now 5-on-5 to get this third period going. Face-off will be won by Dylan Dotson. He goes all the way down the ice, so there is no icing, as it will be picked up here by Diego Colon, as it will be on the side of the net. Bales trying to pick it up. Then the pass comes in front, and the shot goes wide by Kitts. Bales was out of position on that opportunity, but it was just going wide by Kitts, and maybe went off of a body and going wide as well. As it's now Kitts here on the near side is picked up at the blue line, as Dylan Dodson will grab it, and it will come out of the zone, but Dodson knocking his man down. Puck comes out, but right back in by Kitts. Kitts with a quick shot. That went off the pipe, and it will come here to the near side. That was a quick wrister there by Keegan Kitts. Puck will come out of the zone, and Aiden Beam now will pick it back up, and Beam will turn back in his own blue line. He's going to pick up speed as he carries in the offensive end. Aiden Beam comes free. Beam with a shot and a save made as he goes sliding into the boards. And Bales makes a fantastic save, and Aiden Beam had a lot of speed. And a face-off upcoming to the left of Jack Bales. Bowder on the face-off. It is won by Huron. It'll move up and out of the zone as Monty Bowe forgot to take the puck, continuing with them. They'll move it back over, and it'll come here to the near side where it's off of a stick. That one came off the stick of Skylar Casper. It'll be moved back around, and it'll be Jesse Eldridge now that will have it here for the Capitals. Eldridge will move it up. It'll be taken back another time, and the Capitals will now have it for Landry Van Rokel. Near side pass for Anderson out of the zone. He starts to move it in. It's right barely in onside, as Bode then will move it back again and out of the zone for the All-Stars. Grab this time by Jace Bales. His shot from the blue line swallowed up by Youngworth, and there is no rebound. And a whistle with 15:20 to go here in the third period. 36-12 in shots in favor of the Capitals, out shooting the All-Stars by 24. But as Huron did last week against the Yankton Bucks, got outshot by about 20 in that game and took it to overtime. Here's a 3-on-1 developing for the Capitals. Kitts moving in with Schweitzer. Kitts leaves it back for Dodson. He scores! And Dylan Dodson gives the Caps a 4-3 lead early on in the third period with 15:11 to go. Second goal of the game for Dodson. Caps have scored 3 in a row to retake the lead. And that early third period goal gives the Caps exactly what they need, the lead back. After they gave up 3 straight, they were down 3-1. They now have a 4-3 advantage. It is now picked up here by the Capitals as Bridger Babcock brings it in. Babcock gets pushed to the boards by Peterson. And now moving it out of the zone is going to be Elliot Hartman. Hartman has to turn back around. Dodson went down to the ice. He gets back up as he was sliding around with the fresh sheet of ice. Comes into the zone. Babcock lost the stick battle, and there's a shot by Arden that goes in front of Youngworth. Out to the blue line, where it's taken here by Schweitzer. The puck squirts free and then moved out of the zone by Babcock. Capitals are making a quick change. Babcock has to stay on the ice, and a good job by the Capitals to make sure that a Beam was going to come on for him. He made sure that he was not going to get too many men on the ice. This will be turned over in the own zone. Mason Hunter, his pass was misplayed by the All-Stars. Keller Shaw will wing it over for Cameron Lee, and it'll be up and out of the zone by the Huron All-Stars, all the way down for an icing. And we get a whistle with 13:56 to go here in the third period. And a face-off will come to the left of Jack Bales, make it to the right of Jack Bales. He has made 33 saves, however, it is a 4-3 lead for the Capitals. Owen O'Daniel will win the face-off for the Capitals, but first touched by the All-Stars. And now a quick shot by Shaw was blocked after it was first played by Beam again and Eldridge. Pass will come back to Eldridge, and he'll throw it back to the blue line where it's off of Lyle Bonney, taken over for O'Daniel. And then Owen O'Daniel goes down, blows a tire, but Shaw will pick it back up, and then he'll lose the puck as it's going to be out of the zone by Diego Colon. Van Rokel back in his own blue line. Now pass comes over for Keller Shaw. It's touched along by Eldridge, then moved in by Bonney. And now we get a whistle as offside against the Capitals with 13:22 to go here in the third period. Donson's second of the game, 8th of the season, make that 9th of the season. Giving the Cavs the 4-3 advantage. This will be now taken back behind the net by Alex Tim. Into the corner. Now Donson trying to feed one for Kitts. A backhander to save. The puck was still up for grabs, but it's swung to the far side boards by Huron and out of the zone. And now it's Elliot Hartman for the All-Stars. Hartman will cut in free. Hartman never got a shot away. He slides in on Youngworth, but the Capitals are good defensively. Didn't even take a penalty on it. And no shot for Hartman on what almost turned into a partial break. Now Donson. He'll pick up speed in the neutral zone into the offensive end. He swings wide, backdoor feed, and that one went wide off the stick of Kitts, who was too far in tight. Pass will come back out to the far side, goes off the boards and out of the zone, where it's grabbed back by Dylan Dodson, who will swing it back in and all the way around the boards. Here coming to the nearest side where the All-Stars will pick it up, and Huron gets to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Then flipped another time by Tim. That does come out, and Arden will push it farther along, where it's now grabbed by Anderson right at center ice. He'll throw it off the boards. Was almost like a cross-corner dump in, but it went hard off the boards, and the lively boards at the Expo Center bouncing back out in front of Jack Bales, who was able just to cover for a whistle and settle things down with 12:12 to go here in the third period. Caps lead at 4-3 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. And it's taken here by the Huron All-Stars. Moved around to Cameron Lee. Mason Hunter racing after it along with Bridger Babcock. Hunter tried to chop at it with one hand. Babcock disrupted his stick and then picks up the puck as the cross-ice pass was blocked this time, but still got over to Anderson, just not as quickly to Anderson. Mason Hunter's able to send it back in the zone right at the blue line, then sent right back out by Anderson. The All-Stars will play it here to the near side. That's coming from Michael Larson. This will be sent over. Arden at the blue line. Lost sight of the puck. Vandenbos will grab it, and the Capitals will have it back in their own end of the ice as it's moved up by Cam Lee, and it will end up being an icing. And I think the one linesman said there was not an icing. And it will end up still being an icing anyway. And we get a whistle, 11:28 to go here in the third period. Face off to the left of Youngworth. This will be a wind-up shot by Tim, and it was redirected off this stick of Ryder Casper and into the netting. And we get a whistle with 11:19 to go here in the third period. Face-off stays in the offensive zone to the left of Youngworth. Skylar Casper will take the face-off. He'll win it back. Out to the blue line, it was knocked down by the Capitals. Schweitzer tried to go off with it. Now Dodson will bring it in the offensive zone. He'll chip and chase as he goes back behind the net, where Tim will play it first and around the boards to the near side. Ryder Casper, his pass was blocked off the shin pad of Kitts, picked up by Schweitzer, and Ian Schweitzer a pass now for Kitts. High slot shot, and that one went off of something before it got to the net, and it went into the netting, and a whistle at 10:56 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of Bales. Both teams will make wholesale changes with the next puck drop, as it'll be Ono Daniel to take it. He's got Bonnie behind him, but the face-off is taken by Diego Colon. And around the boards, off of the glass, Arden will knock it down, and then it's held in by Eldridge. This will come to the blue line and out to the red line in neutral ice, and it's grabbed by Van Rokel up ahead for O'Daniel. O'Daniel skates in on his off wing. His pass goes across, and it's knocked down and smothered by the glove of Jack Bales. And a whistle with 10:37 to go here in the third period. Face-off will now be to the right of Bales. Ono Daniel will take the face-off. Elliot Hartman will take it for Huron and win the face-off as it's played back by the All-Stars and Peterson. He lost the handle of the puck, and then he'll pin the boards in Keller Shaw. But Shaw will pick the puck back up and centers one through right in front of the crease, and it's missed by Bonnie, too far in front of Bonnie and out of the zone, and now 3-on-2 into the zone for Huron. Back checking was O'Daniel. Now a couple players tumble down. Eldridge lost his stick. It's still picked up by the All-Stars. That shot was off of a stick. It was blocked and goes into the netting. And we get a whistle with 10:06 to go here in the third period. 38-14 and shots on goal in favor of the Capitals. Make that 11 saves on 14 shots for Youngworth. As Youngworth on his birthday looking for the fourth win of the season. He's won 3 in a row between the pipes for the Capitals, and now on his birthday looking for a fourth straight win. Here is Kitts as he tried to toe drag move, lost the handle of the puck, but Dodson will pick it back up. Tried to center one over for Kitts, but it's blocked by the All-Stars, and Tim will grab it and flip it to center ice. It is Aiden Beam that now has it. Beam, a pass goes across over, and the Capitals are offside. And we get a whistle with 9:42 to go here in the third period. Face-off just outside the Huron blue line. And it will be Skylar Casper against Dylan Dodson. Parmley back on this line with Dodson and Kitts, who really have been one on and one off on their shifts. Here is now Aiden Beam. Pass for Kitts. It rattles off the post twice and in. And Keegan Kitts with the great pass from Aiden Beam makes it a 5-3 lead with 9:33 to go here in the third period. Kitts picks up his first goal of the game. Beam with the excellent pass. And Beam, who had a good look at the net, passed it up to give the one-timer for Kitts, who rang it off both pipes and in. And Logan Anderson now will bring it along. That shot off the pads, it was left out in front on the rebound, but it's moved along by the Huron All-Stars. Now a 2-on-1 developing. Hartman moves in. Hartman with a shot and a save. Rebound is turned aside by the Capitals. This will be out of the zone. And Beam will get the lone assist on the Kitts goal as Monty Bowe will move it back in. He's got a goal so far. That shot gloved down by Youngworth. We get a whistle with 9 minutes remaining here in the third period. Face-off will be to the right of Youngworth. The Caps now have a 2-goal lead. They've scored 4 in a row to lead by 2. But you can't quite close the book on this game yet. There's still 9 minutes to go. And the Caps have to make sure they close out this one well. That one was off of a body and went over the top of the head of Youngworth, who may or may not have seen that after it was shot from Jace Bales. Kitts will push it off the boards. He's back out on the ice along with Dodson and White Briggs this time. Dodson in front, a shot and a save by Bales as Dodson was in the high slot right in front of the net, but could not find the back of the net. 8:38 to go here in the third period. Face off to the right of Jack Bales. Kitts will take the face off in the offensive zone. Wins it back to Dodson. Pass out for Beestrom. Walks in. That shot goes off of a stick and floats its way into the netting. And we get a whistle with 8:32 to go here in the third period. With a win, the Caps would go to 4-3. They would push their points to 8, and that would be one ahead of Watertown, who has a couple games in hand. All right, I guess the Capitals have a couple games in hand on Watertown, but that puts them in the top 8 going into 2025. As Kitts will play it back for Briggs, trying to center one back over for Kitts. Off the skates of Beastrom, picked up by Beam, and he'll play it around the boards as he'll get to Briggs behind the net. They'll race after it. Now it's going to be a centering pass. Beam will have to pick it back up. His first pass was blocked. Beam still had it, then he ran into Briggs, and then Kitts fans on a shot attempt. Beam had a couple pass attempts that were blocked and almost found his way free to get a shot away, but he ended up running into his own teammate. This will be grabbed back by Huron in their own end of the ice. Shot going wide, sticked away by Youngworth, as that was from Ryder Casper. This will come here to the near side where it's grabbed by the Capitals. Hard across the ice, off the boards, and it will go far enough for an icing, but was waved off, saying that Peterson could have played it. And then Peterson's pass. This will be delayed offside. Capitals will go back to tag back up, but it was moved back by Elliot Hartman. This will be Skylar Casper, plays it back for Bo. That shot goes off of his skates. Dodson plays it up. Was kicked along a couple different times, comes out of the zone, and at the blue line, Van Rokel knocks the puck down. It's grabbed by Bonnie, and we get a hand pass and a whistle with 7:11 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be at the Capitals blue line in the neutral zone. In this period, the Capitals out shooting Huron 7-6. We got a timeout taken here by the Huron All-Stars with 7:11 to go. The timeout here for Huron, and maybe they would like to save that for a little bit later, but maybe they're seeing that with the energy being used, a little bit of fatigue with 7:11 to go, down by 2. You got to force everything to the net now. It is Dylan Dodson and Keegan Kitts here in the third period as move the Caps in front. Dodson had tied the game up with a power play goal late in the second period. Parmley made it 3-2. Caps scored the first goal by Cam Lee, but then Mason Hunter scored back-to-back, scored 2 goals. It was sandwiched by a Monty Bow goal that made it 3-1 in favor of Huron. And then Parmley and Dodson tied the game up 3-3, and then Dodson and Kitts here in the third period made it a 5-3 advantage. And that's where he's staying at 7:11 to go here in the third period. 41-17 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. We'll have a quick post-game show after we're done in the next 7-11, assuming that we get done in the next 7-11. And then we'll be off the air on Capital City Rock until January 4th. And when the next Capitals game, the girls and boys will play the Expo Center on that Saturday, January 4th. We'll have a 4-game weekend. Both the boys and girls will play Saturday and Sunday, both here at the Expo Center. Jesse Eldridge will move it in behind the nets in his own end of the ice. Pass, a good pass around the tape of Keller Shaw. Shaw will throw it towards the net. That's scooped up by Jack Bales, and a whistle with 6:50 to go here in the third period. I believe Jim Lloyd will join me for that Sunday afternoon game on January 5th with the Capitals playing the Lakers. Had a conversation with him this past week, and we appreciate the work that he did for us to help us out, calling the games between the Caps and Lakers and girls hockey on Capital City Rock for us yesterday and today. This will be a puck that is loose. Bridger Babcock is sitting on the ice, still trying to play the puck. Aiden Bowder will play it over now for Asher Vandenbos. And Vandenbos will kick it along. It's going to be off the boards. Tim back for Babcock again. And then it's going to be knocked down by the stick. And trying to get out of the zone was Tim along with Hartman. But then it's moved back along by Logan Anderson. Puck is still in the corner, out for Lee. He squared away. His shot, that one went just high. Bales never moved. I don't know if he didn't see it or what happened to it. Bales is having a hard time tracking the puck right now. He was looking back behind the net, and the puck was off to the side. And Lee had picked it back up. Here's Anderson again in the corner with 5:55 to go here in the third period. Anderson gets knocked down. Back behind the net, though, the Capitals still with it. Vandenbos leaves it for Anderson. His pass out to the blue line. That's going to be intercepted by Hartman, and he'll leave it over for Tim. He will send it down for an icing, and we get a whistle with 5:42 to go here in the third period. Everything soon is going to be started funneling the other way for the Capitals, or excuse me, for the All-Stars to get to the Capitals' end of the ice. But the Caps, who have been having the majority of the pressure through all three periods, have made things tough for Huron to have extensive time in the offensive zone. Here's Aiden Beam. He'll walk to the face-off circle. That shot somehow didn't make its way to the net, went off of a body somewhere. And it's out to the blue line. Beastrom tried to go backdoor feed for a Beam. Instead of come back out, then the pass goes off the skate of Beastrom. Bo was trying to track it back down, but Beam who was in the middle of the ice, who was middle in the slot, had to come all the way back down the back check to pick it up. The puck and the pass as Triton Parmley will move it back into the offensive zone for the Capitals. This will be Kitts swinging it back over. Dodson with a shot. That one missed high. Went off the glass and stays in the offensive zone as Beam pinches in, but it will be a hand pass called against Beam, who punched it along with his glove right over to Dylan Dodson. And we get a whistle with 4:58 to go here in the third period. And the face-off will come outside the Huron blue line. Dylan Dodson will take the face-off against Micah Metter. Nope, they will change it up, and it'll end up being against Mason Hunter. And the pass off the face-off win from Tim misses for Hartman. And then now Lee, his pass off of a stick, and then Eldridge will miss the pass. And now it's grabbed and moved back in by Jace Bales. Dylan Dodson was trying to throw the hip check and end up getting more of the boards at the Capital bench than he did of Bales. It went on net for Youngworth to cover up and get the whistle with 4:41 to go here in the third period. And a couple of smiles on the bench from the coaching staff and from Dodson. After missing that check, here's Owen O'Daniel that will play it around for Jesse Eldridge. Moves it up the boards. That comes out of the zone. It is all the way down, but it will not go far enough for an icing. Lyle Bonnie put just the right amount of touch on it. This will be Bonnie now that picks it off. His shot never got to the net. It was off the stick of Mason Hunter. And now out of the zone for Micah Metter. Metter, his pass for Hartman. Hartman moves in, but that is offside, and we get a whistle with 4:11 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be outside the Capitals blue line. 5-3 win, 5-3 lead for the Capitals, looking for that win. They go to 4-3 on the season and win 4 in a row to close out the calendar year. Andrew Van Rokel. Then we're down to the final 2 months of the regular season after today. We had all of January and February, and then a couple games in March. Here's a centering pass on the stick of Schweitzer and tipped it on goal, but Bales made the save. Back out of the blue line, now to the corner. Backdoor feed for Kitts, misses that one, but it comes back out for Van Rokel with the shot and the save made, and Schweitzer will stuff it in for the goal. Ian Schweitzer, his first varsity goal, and it's a 6-3 lead. Van Rokel will get the assist. And Ian Schweitzer makes it a 6-3 lead. And a first puck goes to the bench. First goal scored for Schweitzer. Van Rokel. And Dodson, I believe, got the other assists on it. And the Caps are up by 3 goals. This was a 3-1 game just moments ago. Bales didn't cover that one cleanly and almost was turned back over right in front of the net to the Capitals. But now it's Richard Babcock that moves it back in for the Capitals. On his backhand, he'll turn back to his forehand, back to the blue line, and then we'll get a penalty coming up against the Huron All-Stars, as it will be Van Rokel and Dylan Dodson. They will switch sides. Dodson and Van Rokel with the assist. It is delayed penalty. Youngworth has gone to the bench. So there's 6 attackers right now with 3:10 to go in the third period. Dodson circled the wagon. The shot and a save made by Bales. It's still loose. Parmalee will send it back across. And the referee's arm's going to get tired here soon because the Capitals continue to have the puck, and they'll eventually be intercepted on a pass attempt. Bales will get to hold the puck, and will be an interference call coming to Alex Tim. It'll be the third power play here for the Capitals with 2:58 to go, and with a 3-goal lead that just about does it in this game. Obviously, the Capitals have to still be smooth in their attack on the power play and can't give up any odd man chances. If you're Huron, you're trying to get that odd man chance a couple different times here on the penalty kill. Here's a shot by Schweitzer on the backhand. That went wide, then trying to redirect it off of Bales, who was trying to get back into position, was Triton Parmalee. And now Logan Anderson will pick it back up at the blue line. Anderson will fake the pass over. Anderson still with it. He'll swing in that shot. He scores! Logan Anderson, his second of the weekend. A power play goal makes it 7-3. And Logan Anderson, I believe maybe another puck will come their way. Anderson, he's not going to get that puck, I don't think, because he scored one yesterday. But Logan Anderson, the power play goal, hearing Coach Badger yelling like he was looking for a hockey puck. But Anderson gets the power play goal. It's a 4-goal lead now for the Capitals, who have scored 6 in a row. And with 2:25 remaining, have put this game to rest in what was a scary couple of moments in that second period when they went down 3-1. But the Capitals were able to regroup and pick up 6 straight. And with a 4-goal lead, they're on their way to a 4-3 record. Jack Peterson on the backhand, starting to move it in the zone. And then he shoves down one of the Capital players who lost his glove and his stick. Now it's Aiden Beam that will carry it back in. Pass back out of the blue line. Beastrom now over again. Eldridge gets the assist on the goal for Anderson. And then that pass coming from Beastrom is intercepted by Arden. And then the shot from the blue line will go wide. There still is a glove and a stick on the ice. I believe it was Ono Daniel who had the glove and the stick that is down on the ice right now. As Keegan Kitts will move it along with 1:25 to go here in the third period. Centers one over and a save made by Bales. And we get a whistle. 1:24 to go. Jackson Youngworth, along with Cam Lee, will pick up that stick and glove. And it was Ono Daniel that had lost that from the push from Jack Peterson. Now here is Lee with a shot and off the face-off, and a save made by Bales. This will come back bouncing out to the blue line of the Capitals, where Lee will pass it across with 1:09 to go here in the third period. Eldridge trying to push his man away, but it's still grabbed, and a shot and a save up high on Youngworth, and then the rebound's turned aside by the Capitals back behind the nets. Final minute of the game. Jesse Eldridge will skate it into the neutral zone. His pass was off of a skate. Now Wyatt Briggs will pick it up. His shot was blocked by the glove. This one was moved along by Jace Bales. And here on All-Stars, they'll throw it back into the neutral zone. Capitals have it in their own end of the ice. Cameron Lee will settle the puck down. His hard pass goes off the stick of Briggs with 33 seconds to go. This will be sent all the way back down again. This will be an icing against the All-Stars with 28.7 to go. 49-19 in shots in favor of the Capitals. Out shooting Huron by 30. And will end up picking up the win. 15-8 in the third period in shots in favor of the Capitals. This will be a pass attempt or a shot attempt that was blocked. It's still 20 seconds remaining as O'Daniel will turn back with it. Back for Van Rokel at the blue line. His shot and a save. Rebound was in front, and Max Schmitz couldn't stuff it in. Now back out of the blue line again. Beastrom pass goes across over Van Rokel. He'll send it back around to Schmitz with 5 seconds to go. It was a 3-1 lead for the Huron All-Stars, but it will turn into a 7-3 win for the Hawaii Capitals, and they win 4 in a row. And Jackson Youngworth will make 16 saves on 19 shots, and the birthday boy gets the win, and the Capitals have won 4 in a row. Back with the postgame show after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Pizza Ranch of Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of the Oahe Capitals hockey. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes away from the South Dakota State Capitol building and from the Expo Center, home of the Oahe Capitals. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance, it's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Discover the ultimate driving experience at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With our extensive lineup of vehicles, including reliable sedans, rugged SUVs, and powerful trucks, finding your perfect match has never been easier. Plus, our dedicated team is committed to providing top-notch customer service, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Visit us today and experience the excellence at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, this is Bridger Babcock, captain of the Hawaii Capitals, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back to the Expo Center, the Hawaii Capitals win it 7-3, 6 straight goals to finish off the win as they were down 3-1. As Landon Badger, head coach of the Hawaii Capitals, joins us now. And coach, down 3-1, things got a little bit good test for you guys in that late in the second period. But the response to tie the game up, how important was it to get that game tied in the second period, especially with that power play goal?
Oh, absolutely, it was huge. I mean, we talked, if you don't send a statement early, it gets tough on you, and we found that out. We played a little bit slow to start and had a couple unfortunate things happen, but 3 goals right away by them makes it kind of tough on us. But we responded well, and we responded well in the last 2 days with everything. And the best part was we right now have a mentality on our bench where it's next guy up, next guy ready, and every guy is stepping up and ready to go out there and attack for us.
Well, he gets 4 goals in the third period. Dodson gets, and then Ian Schweitzer gets his first varsity goal. Logan Anderson gets his second varsity goal, but both coming in this weekend. And guys that, stepping up. Ian Schweitzer and Trenton Parmley kind of switched spots throughout the game in that line with Dodson and Kitts. And, for Schweitzer especially, got rewarded. Parmley scored as well, but both guys get rewarded rewarded with goals, working hard on that line with those two guys.
Yeah, we look at it. It can be a dual threat from now on. We talk about it. Those two guys, they play 6 periods every single day that we have a game. And so for them, I mean, they're getting burnt out from time to time. And so if we can give them a little bit of a break and be able to give another weapon for both Keegan and Dylan, that's a great opportunity. And they're both stepping up to the test. They're getting in good positions. They're making things happen for us and creating some good opportunities.
That last goal ends up being a power play goal for Logan Anderson, and that, don't want to lose sight of that one. But you take a 4-3 lead, and then you add on to it. You weren't satisfied with a 4-3 lead, weren't satisfied with a 5-3 lead, kept adding on to it. The mindset of these guys not sitting back and letting the rest of the game happen, how important is that for the win of seeing to come back and then really dominate? When you look at the score, it was a lot closer game than 7-3.
Yeah.
But it's great to see that score saying that you guys really dominated that third period.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talk about it all the time. We're a very aggressive hockey team. We want to do that. We want to make kids have to make decisions quickly. And we talked about it when we got to 5-3 game. We're still playing aggressive with the understanding that you do have to make smart decisions, especially on the defensive side of things. We can't be going up in a 4-1 or four-man offense running up there, because then if we get caught behind, that's how they end up sneaking right back into that game. And so on the defensive side of it, that's kind of where you are a little bit more protective and a little bit smarter with your step-ups. And if you do step up, we have to communicate as a team and have somebody kind of step back into that role and kind of help out there. And yeah, it was one of those games where we saw some goals go in that were kind of shocking and surprising that we wouldn't expect to have happen. And we knew that it could happen at any point. And so we kept telling them, like, we're not good if we're at 4-3. Like, we got to keep tacking on. And those guys just went out there and they just finally showed what a third period should look like for us again, 2 days in a row with that.
Yeah, and really, the way the game was going, the breaks were, I mean, every single break was horribly going wrong for you guys. Everything. Jackson Youngworth makes 16 saves on 19 shots, and that first goal isn't one that anybody on the bench or him likes to see happen very often, and thankfully doesn't happen too often. But this was a game where the breaks were going the wrong way and easily could have said, well, boy, it's really not our night, and we've got plenty of evidence to see it's not our night, and you guys didn't let that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing that we talk about with Jackson is, like, if something fluky goes in, that's okay. You got to trust your guys and trust that you're going to get the next one. And a few things went wrong today for him, and we didn't want the unlucky deals for him. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to him. And unfortunately, sometimes that's just how they pick on you a little bit. But our team responded, and we're good support for him, and everyone just kind of worked together as a team this weekend.
You get the weekend off next weekend before getting into January, and the schedule will get tougher as the year goes on, and as rightfully so, regardless if you're playing the best or the worst in the first month of the season. It just gets tougher and tougher as the year goes on. But how important is this next weekend off? Obviously, the Nutcracker Cup coming up, where a lot of guys will be playing for old guys will be coming back. I say old guys, almost all of them are younger than I am. But you get the old guys coming back and a chance to play some competitive hockey. But how important is it to have that weekend off of games next weekend over the Christmas break and get ready for the stretch run?
We're glad that we have the weekend off and we can make it kind of a light week. It's a good week to enjoy the holidays, but also still be getting a little bit better each day. And so having that Nutcracker Cup thrown in there, it's just a fun little way to kind of give our kids their practice that they need, while not just going and running drill after drill after drill. They actually get to go and compete against some of the alumni guys, coaches, everything from there. But yeah, it's a good weekend to have off, and we've just got to go and make sure that we still are focused and not just going and eating every grandma's cookie during Christmas break, but staying active. And then, yeah, we turn around the week after that. We got Sioux Falls both here next the weekend to New Year's, and we're just going to have to put the same pressure that we put on the last 2 games as far as our third period pressure. That's exactly what we're looking for when we go against those guys.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. 2 good wins for you this weekend. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you coming up in the first weekend of January.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Absolutely. That is Landon Badger, head coach of the Oahe Capitals, in a 7-3 victory over the Huron All-Stars as we start to wrap things up here from the Expo Center. Another long weekend in the books, 5 varsity games, and the Capitals go 5-0 for the second time in the season of the back-to-back weekends of the 5-game weekends between the girls playing 3 varsity games and the boys playing 2 varsity games. Have gone 5-0 the last 2 weekends. So some fun wins for the Oahe Capitals over the past 7-8 days. It was a 1-0 lead after one period. Cameron Lee got the first goal from Keller Shaw as he made it a 1-0 game. But then Mason Hunter got 2 goals. Monty Bowe with the goal, and it was 3-1 with 11:16 to go in the second period. So 6 minutes into the second, not even 6 minutes in the second, the Huron All-Stars took a 3-1 lead, and things were not looking good for the Capitals at that point, but with 4:44 to go, Triton Parmley scored a goal from Keegan Kitts to make it 3-2. Then Dodson on the power play made it a 3-3 game with just 22 seconds left. And then the third period, the Capitals really dominated. Dylan Dodson scored from Keegan Kitts, which proved to be the game winner. Kitts got a goal to make it 5-3 from Aiden Beam. And then Ian Schweitzer, his first varsity goal from Landry Van Rokel and Dodson to make it a 6-3 game. And then Logan Anderson finished it off with a power play goal over with Jesse Eldridge on the assist to make it 7-3. Capitals go 2 for 3 in the power play, and they go 0 for 0 on the penalty kills. 0 penalties in the game. That was something I failed to ask about to Landon Badger, is that the Capitals played a clean hockey game with no penalties against. Just 3 penalties in the game, all against the Huron All-Stars, but the Capitals were able to take advantage of 2 of those 3 penalties and getting a power play goal. But Huron never got a chance to play 5-on-4 and have that main advantage. No penalties against for the Capitals in the game as they pick up the win 7-3 over the Huron All-Stars. So that will wrap things up for us here from the Expo Center. I want to say thanks to Corbin Beestrom running the camera for us today. For Drew McIntyre back at the station, John McClear here signing off. The Capitals, they win it 7-3, scoring in their final 6 straight goals to pick up the 4-goal win. A 4-game winning streak. They go to 4-3 on the season to close out 2024. And our next broadcast will be in January, on January 4th, when the Capitals take on Sioux Falls, and then Sioux Falls East in the boys game. Both games, the girls and boys, will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Once again, for Drew McIntyre back at the station, John McClear here signing off. 7-3 win for the Capitals over Huron as we say so long from the Expo Center.
You've been listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Oahe Capitals on Capital City Rock are brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, Leisure Palace, Wagner Auto, AGE, Weatherall, The American in Fort Pierre, May Adam, Pizza Ranch, Faith Lutheran Church, Hermanson Endodontics, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, State Farm Becky Pottsba Agency, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, First United Methodist Church, River Bottom Sanitation, The Clubhouse Inn and Suites, Venture Communications, Kathy Sunshine Properties, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Comtech, and Beck Motors. Join us all season for Oahe Capital Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.